Welcome to Movie Passholes. I'm Saman.
And I'm Romo.
And this week we saw Truth or Dare. I'm sorry, Blumhouse's Truth or Dare.
Don't get it confused with the one that came out in 2017.
The various other movies about Truth or Dare.
I'm sure this isn't the first movie called Truth or Dare.
Yes, but it's also about the game Truth or Dare, much like the other Truth or Dare movie is also about the game Truth or Dare. Hey, don't knock it till you try it. I'm excited to see Tag, so.
That's true. I guess we can all have schoolyard game movies now.
Yeah, I guess.
When are they going to do like the Game of Life board game into a movie?
Well, they already did like multiple Ouija movies.
Yeah, I was going to say.
By different companies. Two different companies did like
I thought they were
Ouija
sequels
series.
or something.
No, one has multiple sequels. One is a sequel and a prequel or something. And then there's also one, the Ouija Experiment, which is not connected. Not Hasbro sponsored.
They're like, you can't own the name Ouija.
No. Well, if you read the instructions on the Ouija board, it's pronounced Ouija.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Where did Ouija come from then?
We're American. We say things however we feel like it.
But anyway, this is not about the Ouija
Not
movie.
about that. This is a different game.
This is Truth or Dare. A film that was, it's a horror film.
A film of horrors.
Populated with people I don't know and have never seen before.
You've seen them before. We have.
I guarantee I have.
I will tell you everyone who's in the movie. Lucy Hale from this movie. Tyler Posey, the wolf in Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
Violet Bean. She's on The Flash, according to Wikipedia.
Wait, who's
She's Jessie Quick.
Oh, I haven't watched the newer seasons.
Neither have I. Hayden Setso from television.
Hayden Sexo?
Setso.
Oh, I think you said Sexo.
No, Szeto.
Okay.
Setso.
I was like, Hayden Sexo. I was like,
That'd
he went to the wrong
name.
business. Could have been a porn star.
Harden Sexo. We should tweet him.
I'm sure he's never gotten it.
And then some guy named Landon something who was on Degrassi, the like post-Drake era Degrassi.
Oh, that show continued?
Yes. It goes there.
I definitely watched it while Drake was on it, and then a little bit after, but then
I watched the original from the 80s.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Not
and then
even
they were teachers on the new one, which is the better one, the one with like Drake and stuff.
The new one is really good.
Yeah, you should watch Degrassi. Yeah.
Stop listening, go watch Degrassi.
Yeah. Don't watch this movie. Or do if you want, but Degrassi's free and it's on the internet.
You got a synopsis all written
I do.
up?
I prepared a statement. So this is what Truth or Dare is about. Olivia is a college senior with a thriving YouTube presence and a passing interest in Habitat for Humanity. Her licentious best friend, along with said friend's boyfriend and their pre-med upper-class edgelord drug dealer, convinced Olivia to ditch her social work plans and spend their final spring break having the ultimate time polluting the beaches of Mexico with their social waste. On their last night over the border, a semi-handsome student named Carter lures Olivia and her friends and some guy they hate, who will obviously die first, to an abandoned church to play a little spoopy game of cake or death. Sorry, I meant Truth or Dare. After a long, boring sequence, Carter reveals that he's been a terrible, creepy guy the whole time and that you shouldn't follow strange boys for miles into the Tijuana wilderness just because they're cute. And he's brought them there to magically bind them to a demonic game of Truth or Dare, where the stakes are as high as whoever wrote the screenplay. The end.
That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Mildly attractive.
Yeah, my semi-handsome student Carter. He is semi-handsome.
Oh man.
All true things.
All true, very true things.
Did not insert my opinion in any way. It's exactly what happened.
Yeah, so this movie was a horror film.
Yeah, sure.
It's what it was. So it took a good long while to get to any horror elements.
Yeah, I mean, it was very like super derivative of Final Destination and like a It Follows kind of thing.
Yeah,
it was trying to be Final Destination really hard, but those are great movies. So, hey, don't laugh. I love Final Destination.
I only think I've seen the first one.
Oh my goodness.
I haven't watched any
The
of the
roller
others.
coaster's the best. 5's also pretty good, but
But yeah, it's definitely trying to glom onto that formula of It Follows. It Follows. It felt a lot like It Follows.
Yeah.
A lot.
I don't know. I feel like it was exactly Final Destination. Like
really?
she pulled out a picture that they took at the Truth or Dare game to be like, this is the order. It's going to Truth or Dare us in. I was
that
like,
is
great.
Final.
This is, yeah,
But
Final Destination fan fiction.
yeah, Blumhouse's fan fiction.
Yeah. Blumhouse's Final Destination.
He's gonna take everything else. Yeah, it was pretty derivative horror movie, teen
Yeah.
horror.
Wasn't spoopy at all.
No, it wasn't like it wasn't that. It's not that shocking, not that like
No,
scary.
it wasn't
like-
very thoughtful.
No.
I feel like it was wasted. Not
Yeah.
that Truth or Dare is some great, amazing concept, but they didn't do anything with it.
Yeah, it felt like it could have gone further and just
Or anywhere
as,
at all.
And as you said, like the stakes were only as high as they wanted it to
Yeah.
be for the dramatic moment, because you can obviously immediately make the stakes dumb high right from the get-go.
Well, the
with
game
a dare.
could be like the demon who is making them play.
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoilers. A demon is making them play Truth or Dare. If you couldn't tell by the fact that they're magically forced to play Truth or Dare. But like the dares and the truths never, like, I feel like
Right,
they
there's-
should have some overarching goal.
Right, or it should be
they
like, or it
could-
should build like.
Yeah, they could be some level of like 3D Gift of the Magi chess
Right,
kind of thing,
where like
that
where
affects
your
that
dare
and
affects
your-
their truth
Yeah.
or what they're gonna pick next.
Exact, or like reveal some kind of you
Right.
know
And
human
they do
nature
that a
thing.
little bit, but
No,
not a
they
lot.
pretend they try to
Yeah.
but none of them. We'll talk about it later in
Yeah.
the spoiler section. None of the truths or the dares ever have like a lasting impact that means
No, they
anything
could.
whatsoever.
Like literally, they could have never had any lasting impact if they just do the things. You know what I mean? Like if they just. I mean, except for a couple of them where they're like murder that person.
Well, no, a couple were. That's what I mean. They were all wasted opportunities because
Right.
all of them could have gone somewhere that the movie just doesn't go.
Right. So spoiler moment.
Spoilers. All right, the faces are dumb. They make.
Faces are dumb.
Yeah, when you
Oh,
get
oh,
when
there.
when it's your turn for truth or daringness, everyone around you gets like
And they even
smiley Joker faces.
they even make a meta joke in the movie about it being bad Snapchat
They
filters.
do. Oh yeah, they do. Oh.
She totally makes.
That was my other problem with the movie. That clearly old men wrote this movie for about
yeah,
like
no,
teen
100%.
dialogue, like the Snapchat chat references. They're like, oh, let's DM him on Facebook. No one says that. Or all the teens taking videos in portrait mode.
Well, my favorite was like in the spring break montage where they're like, we clearly can't send a full camera crew down there, so you're all just gonna record on your actual
Yeah.
phones, and we're gonna montage out of that.
Ridiculous.
Here's a couple $1,000. Go have fun in Mexico.
Yeah.
Here's some lines to say.
Yep. Make sure you hit these beats during your Snapchats.
Send them to us. Great.
Yep.
Thanks.
Gonna look real artsy. Fucking terrible.
Yeah, their faces are terrible. Just like oh my god. And her friends are fucking terrible. Like the main girl, Olivia,
Yeah.
who's like a goody two shoes type.
Well, you're supposed to think she's a goody two shoes
Right.
because she wants to phone in some Habitat for Humanity stuff for a week.
I mean, she wanted to do it, but did she want to do it just for her YouTube?
Yeah, she
followers?
said it was for her application.
Oh, so she doesn't
for
even give a shit.
Grad school, no. And it takes exactly zero influence for her to be like, oh yeah, you're right, I don't want to go anyway. Her friends are like, come on, it's spring break. She's like, you're right, it is spring break.
Yeah,
What was I thinking?
Her friends are like, hey, we unsigned you up.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I was like, that's illegal.
Yeah, they were like, we told him he had the mumps or something. He was like, I'm sick. Now watch me fill up my Snapchat with my
clearly
Tales of Mexico.
no one will find this out that I lied.
Yeah, and also it was so unnecessary that she was like a mild YouTube star because it came up exactly twice. Once at the very beginning when she was like making a YouTube video.
I'm like,
about,
oh no, what am I going to tell my fans if
I'm not going to Habitat for Humanity. What do I say in my next video?
Yeah, and then it comes up
at the very end. She's like,
wait a minute.
Hey, Olivia Nation, I got some news for you.
You're all fucked.
Do you want to play a game? Spoiler alert. That's
we're in spoiler territory, but yeah.
Yeah. She makes everybody else.
Yeah,
pay
so
through their
great. This movie.
In a new rule that the game escalates every like 20 minutes where they make up new rules for how you're supposed to play.
Well, yeah, because every time, I guess the rule is anytime you're in that church, you can now make up a new rule and add new people.
If you're at the place where the game originated, you can just do whatever you want.
Yeah. Also, now the demon is in on the game.
Yeah, because
so
at the end she challenged the demon because the demon was making her hallucinate that other people were asking her truth or dare, but that at the end meant that the demon was actually possessing people, right. Which it never meant that before. It was always
it always felt like a hallucination.
Yeah.
And now suddenly it's possessing people.
Yeah, because before you would see everyone like crowded around you in your face, and then you'd snap out of it, and everyone's like back at their seats doing whatever they were doing before. So
maybe it's because it was in the place. That's the only thing I could think of, is that it's because it was in the church.
I guess.
So I'll give it a minor point of logical consistency.
But also, like, what is this demon? What is the point of playing Truth or Dare?
The trickster. It's a trickster demon, a demon of games.
But he's like, ha ha ha, show me your penis, got you. Like, none of the dares don't even make any sense.
That wasn't the show me your penis one. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know why he didn't do it.
He was going to show them his penis, and then one girl was like, we've seen it before and we don't like it. And he's like, oh, well, I'm not going to show you my penis.
Which is really dumb, because he's totally the guy that's like, boom, there it is.
He was about to do it.
And clearly he's done it before.
One person in a room of 80 said, nah, I don't want to see it. And he's like, well, fine, I'm not going to show you my penis. Even though he's been the weird,
anyway. Creepy, pervy guy this whole time.
Yeah.
And he's just like, no, this time you make me mad.
His perviness was also like hyper concentrated. He was like a rapist. Unnecessarily over the top pervy.
It is like, maybe this would have been weirdly funny in like an 80s Revenge of the Nerd movie.
It just seemed very.
He felt like an 80s comedy guy.
Show me your boobs.
Yeah. Like, I'd love to see those girls kiss.
Yeah.
All right. Great. You're a modern child in college. You've seen many women kiss.
Yeah. We're all like 22.
Yeah. You're 22 in school. This is your final year. In 2018.
Yeah.
It's not like a titillating thing or like unusual thing to see women kiss anymore.
Truth or dare, give that guy a lap dance. No, that's gay stuff. No. Like, okay.
All right. Sure.
Reel it in.
You're right. It was definitely written by like older people.
Old guys. Also, all the truths were dares. All the truths were, I dare you to tell the truth. The time when they were doing research at the kitchen table, and instead of opening a new tab when they had another question, someone else would open a laptop and Google it on their computer.
Instead of just Googling the question, there's tabs.
Yeah, there's tabs.
You could open a whole new window if you wanted to.
She's like, I typed in the name Sam to Facebook, and there were 10 results. We'll never find him.
No shit. Also, I like that they're like, his name's Sam. All right, let's look at Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Google Sam. Yeah. We'll never find him. Too many Sams in here.
Yeah, no kidding. That's a very.
Put this many Sams in the Facebook. And then someone else was like, well, did you Google him? And then they do, and for whatever reason, that gets more results.
Oh man, fucking Sam. What else? Jesus, this movie is. So, the fucking truths or dares.
Yeah, and nothing had any significance beyond that moment, even though the movie tried really hard to pretend like things are interconnected. Like the best friend, she tells Olivia, she's like, okay, so Olivia's truth dared
Right.
to say in the middle of the library that her friend is cheating on her boyfriend.
Why does she have to scream it too? Like she could have just been like blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
like no one would have heard her.
She's cheating on her boyfriend.
Yeah, she cheats on her boyfriend all the time.
Poke one person. Like you see her over there, she cheats on her boyfriend.
boyfriend.
Instead, she just like screams it in the library.
Everyone's like, clearly she's had a psychotic break.
Yeah. In a library.
It would have been great if everyone just went shh.
Like no one cared, but she was just screaming.
and Marky is in the library. Her friend.
And her boyfriend are studying together.
Yeah.
Right in center of the frame. And then when she's leaving, Olivia grabs her arm. She's like, "Oh, touch me again, and I'll break your hand."
Oh,
and,
right. I forgot about that.
So then her the friend's dare ends up being like, "Do what you said, break Olivia's hand."
Well, no, it's not even. It doesn't even say to break her hand. It just says do what you promised earlier.
Oh,
which could have been a billion things. So like it doesn't. She could have been like, oh yeah, I promised to take out the garbage.
Yeah. But then also like when she breaks her hand, it has no significance beyond that moment when her hand is broken for that 1 second.
It's not like she has to use that hand for a thing or anything.
It's not like she used that hand to like slap her friend's dad before he died, and now her hand's broken, and then at the end she has to use it to like assemble the gun that her dad killed himself with to end the game.
Oh right, there's
like
a weird.
Nothing.
Oh right, there's a weird fucking subplot about how Marky's dad.
Yeah, the best friend.
Yeah, the best friend's dad killed herself, and
Killed
I called
himself,
it.
yeah.
I fucking called it.
I called it exactly though, and then it like the movie pulled it back in a little.
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh shit, because Olivia has a secret.
Yeah, which for whatever reason she mentions multiple times the whole movie that she doesn't want to tell.
multiple people.
Yeah, she's like,
I don't want to tell.
I've got a secret that I don't want to have to say from this game making me say stuff. Everyone's like, why don't you just say it? She's like, nope, can't. It's real bad. It's a real bad secret.
It's a real bad secret.
She tells a whole bunch of people.
And then the game dares her, because she figures, because this game has a rule now because of the guy who originally fucking did it.
Yeah. About an hour and 10 minutes into the movie, we learned that the rule is...
you can't choose.
It's
after
not
2 truths.
It's 2 truths and a dare.
Right.
So you can't just truth the whole time, even though that doesn't matter because all the truths are dares. So that's completely irrelevant.
Right.
Also, we didn't need a whole scene to explain that. They could have just at the beginning of the game been like, here are the rules, 2 truths, then a dare, blah, 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 blah.
That guy that brought them could have been like, here's the rule for this one.
Yeah.
I like to play it a little different. He's already the weird guy that brought...
That's not even necessarily different. I've played truth or dare like that before.
Yeah, where you're like, oh, you can't do 2 truths.
Everybody can't do truth.
Yeah.
Right, it might not be 2 truths and a dare, but it's some arbitrary rule.
Right, some weird number of like... Because otherwise,
or like you personally can't do more than one.
Like you can do 2 truths in a row, but you have to do it. Yeah, blah, 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 personal. But yeah, like I get it. It's not a ridiculous rule, but it's just like you could have just said this.
Said it at the beginning. We didn't need like an entire scene
it didn't have to be
then
some
jump back in
mystery
time.
Thing.
A mystery of why I suddenly can't choose truth again.
Right.
We could have just
to bring
known the
back
whole
this
time.
random other person that you saw in the cold open.
Yeah.
For no reason. Just
no
wasting.
reason. Yeah, we had to do an entire scene where they had to revisit a character who played the game before.
Right.
So she can explain, that's just how we
when they
played
could have
it.
cut her out and just had
she didn't
the
need
guy.
To be in the movie at all.
They could have just had
guy
Carter.
could have been in the movie the whole time.
Yeah.
It could have opened with like a shadowy figure setting a woman on fire in the gas station.
Yep.
And then we reveal through later, like, they found different angles of the tape or something.
Right.
Oh my God, it's that
him.
guy.
Right.
Yeah.
You could have cut that one.
Yeah, they could have cut that character out entirely.
Yep. Yeah. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so Olivia fucking gets truth dared.
Yeah.
Or dared truthed to tell the truth about her best friend's dad molesting.
Well, okay.
Kissing.
So what happens is something gets kicked out of her house. Something happens. She goes to her Mark's house.
Yeah,
her
this is like when they're like in high school, underage kids.
Yeah. Were they in high school or were they like early college?
No, I think it was high school. She definitely said like it was definitely their friends from high school. It sounded like it was like
young.
And, yeah.
Well, I don't. Okay.
I don't think it was like 14 young. It wasn't.
No, but I disagree with it. With the it sounded bad part. I thought it was too much. Anyway, okay, we'll get there. Marky Mark is always looking at this video of her dad, and because her dad's dead, and then she's like, "Well, I was there," says Olivia. "That's my biggest secret, and I was there, and I'm the worst part of it because I went to your house looking for you. You weren't there. I didn't text you because old men wrote this movie and they don't know about phones. So
they don't understand how phones work.
Nope. And I didn't text you. I just showed up at your house.
And I stayed downstairs with your drunk dad
and your
instead
dad
of like go hang out in your room maybe,
your dad
which is
was
like
there.
a friend would do.
He was shit-faced. He was like, "Do you want a beer?" And I was like, "Yes, please." And I drank with your dad. Still not texting you because why? I'll just wait here with your drunk dad, partying with your drunk dad. And then they like kind of. One thing leads to another, and he propositions her, and she freaks out. See, I thought it wasn't... I thought the movie took great pains to not say that he touched her.
Oh, I got that they at least... Maybe not crazy, but I think he at least kissed her. Like, he definitely...
I thought that they kissed.
Yeah.
And that... I feel...
and that he made it a bigger thing.
Was going to make it I feel like they were drunk and they were kissing.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh, hands, let's do it." She's like,
and then
"No,
she freaked out.
Gross."
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
That's why I said molest, not like full on.
Because I felt like the movie took great pains to not say that, because then I was disappointed because her revelation doesn't give Marky any kind of new thing to think about with her dad. Like, it's not like, "Oh, I've been mourning this guy who isn't who I thought he was."
Yeah, he wasn't this pillar of
It's nothing like that, because the movie intentionally muddies the moment by being like, he was fired, he was depressed, he was sad, he was already trying to kill himself, and then he came on to me, and Olivia's like, "Oh, and I just was mad in the moment, and I was like, you should kill yourself." And it makes it seem like that's the thing that sets him off, not, "Oh, I maybe molested a child."
Okay.
It's that she told him to kill himself.
Right.
And
well,
I thought
that's definitely what she feels.
Yeah.
She feels that it's because she told him to kill him.
Well, yeah, he was like, "Oh, if you tell anybody, it would kill me." And she's like, "Well, the world would be better off without you, pervert drunk guy." And then he does kill himself. I just didn't like that the movie seemed to go out of its way to muddy it when it would have been much more profound to be like, "Oh, your dad wasn't who you thought he was.
He wasn't this upstanding person. Like
he killed himself because maybe he's a pedophile." Yeah.
Right.
Like that would have been interesting.
That would have been interesting.
But there are no stakes that make any sense, no consequences that are related to anything else. Like so they have a character. Wait, what's his name? Hold on, let me look at his name.
Well, I mean, also there's like, at some point everyone knows they're playing this game. Everyone knows, right? So, like, anything that happens from that point on should be leveled with some, like, if they're any type of decent humans, you'd be like, "Oh shit, we're trapped in this fucking game. Let's at least kind of forgive and deal with," you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like it should be, "Oh, we have to do what we can to survive the game." So instead of being like, "Oh, I can't tell you this super secret," you should just be like, "These are all my secrets. These are all the things the game might use against us.
And let's
all
put it
stick
out
together,
in the air."
and it can only challenge us to mess with each other."
Right, exactly, to do other things. So because when she finds out that, because he gets dared to sleep with her, right? To sleep with Olivia.
So Olivia has a crush on her best friend's boyfriend.
Yeah. Which they do a nice little finger touch shot early on in the movie, and I was like, "Oh Jesus!"
And they try to make it seem like it's to her credit as a good person that she keeps her friend's secret about being a cheater, even though she herself has designs on her friend's boyfriend, when actually you're the bad person who is like constantly making goo-goo eyes at your best friend's boyfriend.
Goo-goo eyes.
Like, get over yourself. He's dating your best friend. Look at some other dude.
Yep. There's plenty of other dudes.
Also, it's revealed he doesn't even like you. He doesn't even care that his girlfriend's cheating on him because he loves her, because that's why they're dating.
That's why
because they like each other.
That's why he's still dating.
Yes.
He clearly knows.
You're both looking at each other all the time.
Like the scene where
he's trying to cheat on his girlfriend with you because he knows his girlfriend's cheating on him. And you're easy because you keep making eyeballs at him.
He's at that same dance party. He can look behind him and see her.
She's wasted. She's not being like inconspicuous.
Yeah. It's one of those open secrets.
Yeah.
Like everyone knows. It's fine.
Yeah. So their truths and dares about that situation have no effect on anything. Like Olivia is dared to sleep with the boyfriend.
Right, to sleep with him.
And they do, because they totally want to bone anyway.
And they want to bone each other anyway.
And while they're boning, it's his turn, and he gets truthed to tell her who he really loves. And he's like, well, I mean, I'm not dating you.
Yeah,
I love my girlfriend.
My girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And she's like, oh no, I thought by me sleeping with you, you'd leave my best friend for me. What? Why? And there's no bearing on anything. And then she just goes back to being sad about wanting to sleep with her best friend's boyfriend, like she was the whole time. Nothing has any bearing on anything.
But then, do they tell her best friend? They do, or like it comes up and she gets all mad, and I want to be like, you're in the middle of a fucking truth or dare game.
Yeah, she's like, how dare you have sex insteed of letting the demon kill you? How dare you have sex with him? You should have just died.
That's the thing. Like everyone is just like, oh, fuck you for playing the game.
Stop playing the game. Just die.
Just die already.
Stop telling me things I don't want to hear. Why are you doing this?
Also, what does happen if they all die? Does the demon just go away?
Yeah, I guess it just leads for someone else to go to the abandoned.
Yeah, I guess he just kind of lives in that area, right? He just lives there. And then
he lives in an abandoned
mission.
Yeah, crumbling church thing in the middle of the Tijuana wilderness. Sure.
Because that's the thing. It's like if he succeeds in killing everyone, then the game's over and his fun's done.
Yeah, there's nothing to keep the game going. and not.
So what is your motive here, Mr. Demon Man?
And not all of the truths are like things that affect anybody in any kind of way. Like they have a friend, Brad. What was his name? Brad Chang.
Oh yeah.
Their gay Asian friend. Who's
closeted.
His truth is that he has to come out to his dad, who is a cop.
Right.
And he comes out to his dad, and he's like, "Okay, well, I love you. That's fine."
Yeah.
And it happens off camera because it's boring and no one dies. And he just comes back into the room. He's like, oh, "I just had my turn. It's okay though. I feel great." Okay.
My dad's a good person after all.
Yeah.
He loves me.
Yeah, I grew up well adjusted.
Yeah.
My dad still loves me. Who knew? Thanks, game. Oh, and then there's a super wasted moment later where that same kid is dared to make his dad beg for his life.
Right.
So he takes his service pistol, and he's like, just beg, Dad, just beg. And instead of him being like, hey, Dad, I'm playing a game of truth or dare, you have to beg, or Satan's going to kill me.
Right. Instead of being like, just fucking do, blah, 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 blah.
Because there are also no rules about telling people you're playing truth or dare.
There's no rule about.
Because they tell everybody all the time, except for the people who matter.
Also, when does begging count? Because it sounded like he was begging for a good portion of that.
Please put it down. But he's supposed to beg for his life.
So he has to say, please let me live.
Please don't shoot me.
But he was clearly on his knees begging.
He was on his knees.
If I was like someone who's like the dare master, I would have been like, all right, that counts.
Yeah,
that
counts. He's on the ground.
He's on the ground. He's like, please don't do this. I feel like is.
And I think that would have been a great opportunity for the movie to show what happens to the consequences of if you do the dare.
Right.
That is really something that would affect your life. So he makes his dad beg, and then he's like, oh, it's over, and then maybe he gets arrested.
Right, and then he gets arrested.
Instead he gets shot by the partner before anything more interesting than that could accidentally happen.
Which is really funny because they only introduced his father's never seen with a partner the whole movie,
except for the beginning of that scene.
Right before the scene, he goes, "Hey, I'm gonna go get some coffee or something."
Hey, I want a corn dog.
Yeah.
All right, other officer.
See you later.
Other police officer.
Clearly, this isn't gonna come back.
Yeah. I'm gonna step off to the side so I don't see what's going on for a second.
I'm gonna be right off camera.
I'll be right back. Yell if you need me to shoot anybody. Yeah, completely ridiculous.
Oh man! And then there's a drunk girl his only character thing
Oh,
is she's
yeah.
a drunk girl.
The pre-med drug dealer edgelord's mall is like
His mall.
it's like an alcoholic, and that's the only character trait she
Where
has.
they take away her booze and then she has another one hiding.
Yeah, they're like, you don't need this anymore, and she just like takes out a big thing of like Svedka. And then her dare is that she has to drink the whole handle.
The whole bottle. This is another weird fucking dare. She has to drink the whole handle
while walking around the edge of
the whole
of
house.
the dorm. Yeah.
And I was like, and it said you have to finish this by the. It just said you have to finish.
You have to finish this while walking around the edge.
Right.
So the longer it takes you to walk around the edge, and so why don't you
just
chug it and then be done and then projectile vomit? You're going to die otherwise.
Yeah.
Instead, it takes her like 15 minutes of getting increasingly messed up.
Do it quick while you're still not
chug.
completely.
Well, she
completely
doesn't
done.
have to walk around the
that's
whole
right.
house.
She just has to finish it.
The dare
dare is to
isn't
finish the
the dare
drink.
isn't walk around the entire perimeter of the house.
Right.
The dare is walk around until you finish this.
Oh yeah. So take 3 steps, drink.
Yeah.
Take another 3 steps. Take another big swig.
Done.
Done.
Chug half.
Because it was already like
half,
it was already
jump
like
back in the
half
window.
gone. I mean, it was like a liter.
Yeah.
But like, just fucking do it. Because there were
So
no
many plot holes.
There are no like real rules.
No.
Like
the
there are
only
plenty
rules
of
are the ones you
loopholes
make
to
up
these.
at the last second.
Right. There are plenty of loopholes to this thing. To this game.
Which no one ever takes advantage of.
No.
The main one being to tell everyone else that you're playing Truth or
The
Dare.
biggest one. Just be like, hey, I know this is gonna sound really weird,
Yeah.
but if you like me, just play along at
Yeah.
least. Like even if I'm lying straight up to your face, just play along. Why not?
Hey, something really weird's about to happen. I just need you to know that I just gotta do this. Yeah. But why would they do that when they themselves can never remember that they're playing Truth or Dare?
That's
So I was
true.
like, why would you say that thing that the demon made you say? What kind of friend are you?
Right.
And then they all die, except for the best friends.
Except for Olivia. Yeah, they figure out friendship, I guess. I guess that's the...
Do they?
Is that the moral of this horror
No,
story?
just everyone else is dead, so they hug about it, and then they get back on our YouTube channel.
And make everyone else play this damn game.
That was the other thing. I thought it was a pretty lofty thing to think that she's going to go viral from this Truth or Dare video and infect the whole world. How many subscribers does a girl who's making videos about Habitat for Humanity have?
It goes viral. Also, it's really interesting because it completely does show how bullshit fake she is, I guess. Because in the first Truth or Dare, she's truthed if she would let everyone die to save.
Yeah, the movie thinks it's really deep by doing this.
She's truth. What is it? Would you let all of us die and 1 million Mexicans live?
Yeah, if you had to choose between all of us in this room dying or everybody in Mexico dying, who would you choose? And she's like, obviously us, because why would I want all those people I don't know to die? Meow, meow, meow. And it was like, oh, you're so good.
It's such a goody two-shoes. And then at the end of the movie, she chooses
but they weren't even playing for real yet, because if she had been playing Truth or Dare in the game, she would have immediately had to shoot herself.
Well, yeah, no, she wasn't
It's
playing
not
in the
true.
game, but it was just like... But then at the end, she does the exact opposite of what she says,
Yeah,
which is what
dumbest thing ever.
instead of just being like, I guess we'll just play forever.
This movie telegraphs every single thing that it thinks is deep.
So the reason they do figure out a way to end the game, but they fail in doing it.
They end the
Because they talk,
Also, the way to end the game is so ridiculous. It's that you have to get the person who released the demon originally to cut their tongue out. So if he had died in the original game,
which is the worst
then
type
who
of
would have been able to
that's
close it?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a weird loophole because. I mean, going by
Just
like magic,
poor
going by
writing.
like magic logic,
Yeah.
like there's always going to be another way to close the portal.
Yeah, but if that guy had died
Right.
during any of his Truth or Dares,
Like if anything, it should be like, oh well, now whoever's last in the game has to do it. Because there's always a way to.
it should be whoever's like turn is next has
Right.
the power to do it or something.
Yeah,
but
that's
nope.
nope, just one person. Yeah, so if he's
movie's
fucking
terrible.
dead and he's dead and the demon's loose forever, I
Yeah.
guess? Or does he just be like, all right, back to hell I go, I guess. Fun's done.
Yeah. Maybe we should choose a better game next time.
Oh man, hide and seek? Maybe next time.
Do you think all the other demons are just like, what are you doing?
They're like, really?
I don't get this truth or dare thing. It's like, no, just bear with me.
It's truth, dare.
It's not truth or dare. It's truth, and then dare. Maybe. It's 3 dares, and 2 of them are in the forms of truth.
They're like, the other demons are like, this seems really complicated.
They seem like all dares. No, they're not all dares. Only 2 of them are dares. Yeah, but you just dared her to say the truth. It's not the same.
Can you explain to me, like, what if they do like the thing? Is then it all okay? Like there's no lasting consequence? No. I don't. Why? They did the dare.
Sure, you guys have worked really hard on this.
And this whole thing all mapped out. All right, Bob.
Yeah. So that was the movie Truth or Dare.
Yeah. It's a masterpiece.
Yeah. It's a masterpiece of something. So how many buttholes do you give Blumhouse's Truth or Dare?
I give it a Blumpkinhaus.
Yeah. I give Blumpkinhouse's Cake or Death.
That's definitely the title of this episode.
Blumpkinhouse's Cake or Death.
Blumpkinhaus Cake or Death.
I give it, I don't know. All right. I give Blumpkinhouse's Cake or Death 2 cake farts. I give it.
Just give it a.
No, just actually 1 cake fart.
1 cake fart?
Just
right.
one.
Just 1.
Yeah. You know what I like the most? Cake farts. First cake farts, second Blumhouse's Truth or Dare. But they're really neck and neck.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That was Truth or Dare.
Yeah.
Cake or Death.
Take her down.
All
right.
This has been another episode of Movie Passholes. I'm Romo.
And I'm Saman. Meow. 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 Meow.
Meow, 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 meow,
Meow. 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 Meow.